Rengoku is back, and with it there is a full set for Osa, a full set for Fuze that you can get for absolutely nothing, as well as 3 Rengoku packs. This will be the first time for some players playing Rengoku, so I'm going to tell you how you can get all of these sets and how you can basically win this event, because a lot of people will find this one tricky. But first things first, here's how you can get the set. So the first set you can get is for Osa, and you can get this within the game. So there will be 2 challenges this week. The one on the right is to play 5 games, and you'll get this weapon skin and also a Rengoku pack. And then the other one on the left-hand side is to get 10 eliminations with Keybers. If you manage to do this, it will give you this Osa headgear. Then next week there'll be 2 more challenges. One will be for the body, the other one will be for the player card, and also another Rengoku pack. I have already had a lot of people ask me how to do the challenge with the Keybers, as I've done it on my first game. And the best way to do this is you want to pick either Echo or Maestro as the abilities in Rengoku. With this ability, you basically get Nomad's Air Jab with your Keeper Barricade. So you want to use one of them to push an enemy back, and then use the other one, the Impact one, to then finish them off. Obviously, if you have very good aim, you won't necessarily need to be able to push them back to get an elimination with them, but especially if you're a mouse and keyboard as well. But for those who are playing on controller, or for those who do not have the best aim, simply bring this class and you'll manage to do it. In regards to the second Rengoku pack that you can get into the game right now, if you go across to the shop and go to the highlights, then if you scroll all the way to the bottom of the highlights, there will be a gift that you can then claim. That gift will be a Rengoku pack. And then, like I said, you'll be able to get another 3rd pack next week. But as far as I'm aware, you can only get 3 packs for free. The rest you will have to get with either Re9, which is obviously free, or you'll have to get them with R6 credits. It costs, I think, 8,500 for the whole set if you have the Battle Pass. And I think it's 380,000 Re9 if you don't have the R6 credits. They did say yesterday that they are increasing the amount of Re9 that you get per Rengoku match. It's increased for all events going forward. You will now get an extra 50% Re9, but even then it's not really that much. If you win a game of Rengoku with boosters on, I think you only get about 250, 300 max. So it's okay. Obviously it's better than it was, but it's still not the best. I know this game mode can be quite frustrating with some players because it's very stop-start, it's very die and respawn, and not everybody knows how to play it to win. So here is how I personally play Rengoku, and I have quite a high win rate on this event. The first thing which is important to do, in my opinion, is don't go for every objective. Here you can see that E and F are next to each other, so it's much easier to hold the 2 together instead of trying to get all 3 where one is far away. If there are 2 near each other, prioritize holding both of those over the one that's random and far away. Always leave the one on its own and focus on the 2 next to each other. If you always focus on the 2 near each other, if one then starts to get contested, you're always nearby to be able to recap it. If you are a healer, please heal your teammates. That is one of the additions. You can actually heal people in Rengoku now, which is very good with one of the kunais. So if you notice that your teammate is low and you are full health and you have a kunai knife, try and heal them. As you will see in this clip, I was very low on health and we had just capped one of the areas, and I was really hoping that my teammate would heal me, and they definitely did not. So here they had just moved the location, so we're now going to cap the next ones. So I go over to the next one, managed to I think I managed to eliminate somebody, or I get there anyway, we cap it, and as a Thunderbird I'll try to get her attention to try and heal me, and I die. I think I died to Grimm's bees or the bee kunai. But yeah, here I am capping. Whenever you know that they are about to reset, if there's like 10 seconds left, don't try and recap it. Just start moving to where the next one could possibly be, as you're not going to get any points really in that in those 10 seconds. So you may as well move to the next one and just give up that one for the 10 seconds. But yeah, here I am, very low on health, asking Thunderbird to heal me, and she doesn't get the memo, and yeah, goodbye to me. My next big recommendation is don't play for eliminations, but instead play for point. Your KD in an event really doesn't matter. And naturally, if you're playing for point, you will get an okay KD anyway, but always play for the objective. This event is purely objective driven. It's nothing to do with KD driven. Whereas, you know, people might argue sometimes in Siege it could be both. But with this, it isn't. So always play the objective. Here you see somebody literally just chilling in a bathroom. Do not do that. Do not, I guess you could call it camping on this game mode. Camping doesn't normally exist in Siege, but this is more of, I guess, a COD-esque game mode. It's camped in the bathroom, which made them a very easy target. You want to stay on your toes, you want to keep moving around, because if not, people will just use their ability and flush you out. The way I personally like to defend sites when I'm holding the site is actually to play just outside of the site. So here I had control of the site in Geisha. I opened up this soft wall with my impact, the window is open, and so people don't really expect you to be outside, and it's hard to counter you when you're outside because they don't really have a way of checking if you're there or not. So I stayed out here until somebody tried to push into this area, and then once they did, I would put in my air jab. I would then go for the elimination. So here they start to cap it. They have no idea I'm there. They think it's clear. I missed the first time, but let's just ignore that. I get them the second time, and that objective is mine once again. I do think that Rengoku is best played with other people, not just solo, but if you do play it solo, taking my advice and playing it the way I've suggested playing it, it means you'll still be able to win even if you are solo, because realistically you can hold one of the points by yourself most of the time if you play outside or just outside of it. And if a bunch of people try to contest you, you can just use one single air jab to try and take them out by knocking them back. Give yourself a chance to get away and then kind of regroup with your teammates. One of the games I played last night was so close. We were actually down by over 100 points and we ended up coming back and winning by like 2. That was a very intense game. But again, as you can see here, I am playing outside. I have control of 2 of the objectives. Obviously, when there's 2 objectives in control, they're probably going to push it. So again, I play outside, get the elim, and we continue. We move on. But I personally really like Rengoku. It's in my top 3 events. For me, Rengoku is the 3rd best. Then I love Sugar Fry as 2nd. And then the Grand Larceny will forever be my favourite. But straight away I've moved to the next objective. If Habana had capped that objective, I'd have just given it to her and then continued to the next ones. As, like I said, with 10 seconds left, there's no need to. But I really hope that you managed to get all of the free stuff this week. And I hope that this video helps you get that stuff and also helps you win more of the games. I hope you have an amazing day. And I'll catch you tomorrow in the next one.